bombing run.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our host for the evening, General Aaron. Hello, General Aaron. There has been a request for the winners of Bombing Run to go mano-a-mano in a dogfight.
Oh,
so,
my God.
comedy combatants, please take your stations, battle stations, please.
Yes, that'd be Jeffery Morrel and John Cowan, everybody. Ooh, and it's going to be a faster day. It's 3-minute set, so they're going to bring the funny fast. If they have a premise that takes over a minute and a half, you know they're not going to win, right? But they don't. But you know what? Let's see who's going to go first. All right. Are we ready for the second dogfight edition, everybody?
Yes!
All right, let's go. All right, coming to the stage, our first comedian combatant is John Cowan, everybody. Come on up here. Woo! All right, still in Gilbert, huh? Okay. In case you've forgotten, I'm the short, fat, old guy. And if you forgot that, drink more. Anyway, you know, what brought me out west, I grew up in Chicago, but when I was a kid, all the cowboy shows were big and popular. And you don't remember any of them because you're all too young, but there were shows like Maverick and Gunsmoke and Bonanza. But I wanted to be a cowboy when I grew up. Yeah, so when I was a kid, all the cowboys were big guys. Like John Wayne was 6'4". Clint Eastwood was 6'4". That's who I wanted to be like. I settled for Wilford Brimley. But I went out and bought myself a pair of cowboy boots. And I put those bad boys on, and they were long, slender, pointy. Kind of remind me of my wife's tits. When I put those on, I instantly went from 5'5" to 5'6.5", just like that. And then I went and bought me a cowboy hat. I put that thing on, and hot damn, I was 6 feet tall. I was feeling pretty good. So I started going to bars and drinking beer, whiskey. Got into my first bar fight. And as I was laying on the floor, I suddenly remembered that I was only 5'5". But I still thought I could have taken her. Anyway, I left Chicago and headed west because I knew I had to get out west. In Chicago, you see a guy wearing cowboy boots and a hat. There's a party someplace. But in you get out west, you see a guy in cowboy boots and a hat, and you're talking to a cowboy. So I came out west, and I kept going until I got to Arizona, and I found Arizona's most authentic western town, Scottsdale. Sent on a bus. Anyway, there's more plastic in Scottsdale than there is in a Toyota factory. But I did remember in Scottsdale that as I read about the West, and I read about the great cowboy heroes, the Earps and all of them, and the James Gang, you know, with the Frank and Jesse and Joe Walsh before he left to go join the Eagles. But I read about those guys. And I said, you know, I remember that Wyatt and Doc stopped someplace to get a gelato and some sushi on their way down to Tombstone. And now I got to get headed down to Tombstone because that's my time. I'm Johnny Cowan. Thanks a lot for playing along. All right. John Cowan, everybody. Yes. There we go. Get it up for him. Came up here second time, had a nice 3-minute set, which what my wife would call a date. That would be my date, and that's the end of my sex life there. What am I supposed to say? I'm a guy. Oh. Are our judges ready for the next comedian?
Yep.
Yep. Just sounds like a cowboy. All right, so please welcome to the stage our second comedian combatant for dogfight number 2. Please give it up for Jeffery Morrel.
Gosh. I want to keep talking about bears. Let's keep talking about bears. Love bear claws, bear hugs, bear everything, you know. So we're talking about polar bear. So I got invited to go catch polar bear. Stupidest offer ever. You know, the only thing I caught was like COVID, and that was like bear. I can still taste all the Skittles in the rainbow. It's just like, did I really catch COVID? No. But it's just a weird thing, like, what do you bring in that situation? It's just like, you have to pay for all your supplies, just like, great. Like, how many liters of Coca-Cola do I need? Like, come on. I think it's like a switch up. Like, being in Alaska is just, there's different, it's different bugs out there. I mean, over here, the mosquitoes are like Bruce Lee on steroids. You know, in Alaska, it's just like the mosquitoes are a part of my 600-pound life. Yeah, if you ever want to get a boob job and you want it real cheap, just let a mosquito bite you on the chest, turn A's into double D's real quick. Gotta be smart about it though, gotta be smart. My buddy left it on her chest too long, she became paraplegic. It's just too heavy for her, too heavy. Yeah. I think, I don't know, I think, anyone, you guys go camping out here? You guys go camping? How many white people out here? Yeah. I don't know, I just never liked camping. I've never been excited to be homeless for the evening. I've never been locked out of my car at 1 a.m. It's just like, oh shit, I get to go camping tonight, let's go. So stupid. Oh jeez. I think, you know, growing up in Alaska, I wasn't like very wealthy, you know. Kids would have these nice things, you know, instead of having like, you know, like they'd have Kool-Aid, you know, I had Flavor Aid, you know, and then, you know, when I couldn't afford Flavor Aid, you know, I just had AIDS. It's a horrible time indeed, you know. I told my priest, you know, at the church, I was like, hey man, I want to be an athlete. I want to be a ball player. He said, Jeff, if you want to be a ball player, come play with mine. And then I told my mom, I was like, you know, I really need some shoes. I really need some stuff so I can get out on the court and be an athlete. And I was like, I need some stuff to play with, you know, bring to school. She said, Jeff, you know, here's some lotion. Play with yourself. You know, it was so bad at school, you know. I'd come home and then just be like, you know, I said, Mom, like they said I look like if Drake and DJ Khaled had a baby. You know? I said, Mama, I was like, what do you think I look like? She said, Jeff, I think you look adopted. Get out of my face. I'm Jeff, thank you very much.
Been grabbed, hold on. Okay, let's give it up for Jeffery Morrel, everybody. Well, and I do agree with him, camping sucks. You ever went camping? Yes, I have. I'm a white guy. Yeah. You know, I'm not a flat earther because I know what the earth feels like. Bumpy. It is bumpy. And it costs a lot of chiropractor visits too.
General Aaron.
Yes, Agent X.
We have a classified report for you.
All right, thank you. I don't do sports scores. Oh, okay, no. The winner of the second Bombing Run Dogfight edition is John Cowan, everybody! Woo! Congratulations. Double winner tonight. Thank you for, he won and I can leave. All right. Well, you know what? That is our shows for tonight. That has been Bombing Run and Bombing Run Dogfight edition. Thank you for coming out to this wonderful show. I want to give it up to all our comedians too. Give it up to them. Our judges. Give it up to our judges too. Thank you for your services. Thank you for your services. Thank you guys for showing up out here tonight, for being a part of this.
General Aaron.
Yes, Agent X.
And we also thank our venue tonight.
And thank you to JP's Comedy Club. I was looking for all my thank yous because I gotta thank Agent X. Let's give it up for Agent X. We're traveling around the world to come to San Diego to be here tonight. That was great. Thank you for
being here. But that was the show for tonight, guys. Thank you for tuning in, being here live, actually. And this has been an Omni Funny production.
This has been an oddly funny production.